I've just never been able to say no to an open mic. Okay, so, I never met any of you before today. My name is Joseph Romeo. I have a 4-year-old son, and personally, I do not want him to grow up in a world where the food he eats and the air he breathes is killing him. Don't want that. Main reason I ever joined this in the first place. Did not have a prepared speech, took a few notes in my little notebook, so. Alright, when I was growing up, I always knew that there was something different about me from the other kids. Everybody else was willing to just accept things as they were. I always wanted to know how this works, why this is why it is. I never really could take the world for face value. I needed to know why. Always needed to know why. I researched why this, why that, why our lives are the way they are, and I came to realize that there are a lot of things very wrong about our world. And I didn't want to go on letting the world be like this. So I decided that I was going to rebel. And the media gives us an image of the rebel. The rebel does drugs. The rebel does not listen. The rebel ruins his life. And so that's what I did. And I grew up and I realized that I was just fed this image that if I wanted the world to change, the way to do it was to destroy myself and rob myself of all capacity I had to try to make that change. And this archetype of the rebel is designed to keep us down, to stop us from making any sort of change. Now, there are other archetypes that our media has created. For instance, the archetype of the conspiracy theorist. If you go around saying things like, the federal banks have pushed us into every major war this country's ever been involved in, people are going to say, you're a kook, you're a nut, you're a conspiracy theorist, I'm not listening to you. And the media, the movies, the television, everything tells us, when somebody tells you that there are conspiracies going on, they are crazy, and you should not listen to them. And so, don't ask me how we're going to go about this, because I don't know. But I've always seen this as part of the problem. They're people who want to make a change. What we need is public relations. We need the world to know that we are not nut jobs. We are trying to make a better future for our species. We are telling you that yes, there are a few very powerful people who are destroying the world for their own benefit with no thought to the future. And those of us who think about the future, well, we're just crazy. Nobody should trust us. Nobody should listen to us. And, well, I guess that's about all I've got to say on the matter, aside from there is some media that, you know, helps out on these causes. I'm actually currently reading right now, have in my pocket, Gulliver's Travels. Anybody ever read that? Great book. Great book. Look into it. And then there's other things like, I don't know, Dr. Seuss. Who here knows anything about Dr. Seuss? Yertle the Turtle. Work of genius. If anybody who doesn't know Yertle the Turtle, there's this turtle thinks he's the king of all turtles. He wants the biggest throne in the world, so he has all the turtles in the pond stack up on top of each other, and he sits on top of that throne and he says, I'm the most powerful being in the universe. And the one little turtle at the bottom says, yeah, I'm sick of this shit. And he just moves and the whole stack crumbles. The one little guy at the bottom does one little thing and sends the whole thing tumbling. And people don't know about this stuff. Everybody, oh yeah, Dr. Seuss was great. You don't know. Most people have no idea. I read my kid Dr. Seuss all the time. He knows Yertle the Turtle inside and out. And, you know, it's just little things like that. People need to know. People need to stop being shown that if you want to improve the world, then nobody should listen to you. We just have to drop that stigma. Is really all I wanted to say.